Rolling Thari. Hot one.
Hello, hello. What can I do for you today? Would you like a drink? You
I
thought
think I know what he says.
he says, how much for the woman? Sell me your women. She smiles at the bartender.
Do they take silver here, Joshua?
I have some amber coin.
Okay. I order a beer.
He puts 3 beers on the counter. Apparently, he's trying to get you drunk before he gets to buy you for some reason.
Hey.
Fumbles are awesome for misunderstanding things.
And how much is that?
The bartender holds up 3 fingers.
I give him 3 silver.
He puts it in his drawer and cleans the counter. He looks at you and goes, Thari, 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 Thari. From your earlier crit there, Scott, is something about you guys don't look like you're from around here or something like that.
You're right. What's going on around here?
Thari?
In Thari.
Yeah, give me a new roll. You've used up your crit on that. Once you're fluent, you don't have to worry about it. He smiles and moves away and cleans somewhere else. Thari, 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 says people to other people. Somebody else is like, Thari, 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 Thari. You're thinking gathering information here may be a huge pain in the ass. It's like the stereotypical American who can't understand any Spanish going to Mexico and going, I go in the bar to try to get some info. Oh, my. Does anybody speak the Englishy? Hello? We're north of the border. You know, that kind of thing. And they don't. Or maybe Argentina would be a better comparison. Yeah. So anyway, you drink the beer. It's really good. By the way, this whole place looks super real. Everything looks real. It's almost fascinating to just look around at the most normal shit because it's so solid, so real. It's almost a little bit like being on a light acid trip. In a very pleasant way. Not the screaming heebie-jeebies, what the fuck is wrong with me? I want to get off this ride. Oh, God, oh, God. Which I haven't done yet. You have to look forward to someday. You guys sit quietly at the bar drinking your beers. They taste very, very real. And they're okay. I mean, they're not, but they're definitely beer and real.
Just basically looking at the occupants and seeing if any of them look like they're travelers on the hopes of finding someone who might speak the language. We might
Give me
speak
an
English.
amazingly good luck roll to find anybody in this place who speak the Englishy.
By half.
Some guy comes up to you and he goes, fuck your mother. How much for your kid? I like snowmobile. Buses don't run this time of night. Fuck you, asshole.
Your hovercraft is full of eels?
He tries his English roll. This is the first roll I've had to make all session. Bing. Huh? He says.
Okay.
He tries speaking slowly and loudly in very bad English. I like do the cha-cha. You made your luck roll. This is your English speaker. He understands stuff. He's not fluent. Cha-cha, he says, emphasizing.
What news of the town?
Yeah. He motions and heads toward the door.
No.
He goes, ah. He goes, and he leaves.
Okay.
That's great.
I put on my ring and I follow him.
Ooh.
Give me a stealth roll. He may not notice you.
No. He notices me.
He didn't notice you.
May not.
He did.
Nope. He goes. He eventually finds some women who look like they're streetwalkers or prostitutes, and he's talking to them and pointing over his shoulder in the direction you are. And he's like, "Thari, Thari, Thari," and they're like, "Thari, Thari, Thari," and he goes, "Thari," and he turns and starts heading back toward the bar with these two women.
I'll follow along.
All right, no problem. You see him go into the bar. He brings over the women. He motions to them and says, "What nudes?"
So stupid.
Do either of you understand my language?
Woo.
Ah!
Yes. One says,
It's
"That's
like
fucking odd."
we have doctorates.
Both of them speak some English. They're like, "Yeah, I understand your language."
Oh, good. Please join us.
Okay, we're kind of on the clock here.
No, and I okay. Oh, okay. Sorry. Well, I will pay for your time so that you're not out of pocket.
How long do you want? Is it just talking?
Yes.
How long?
I don't know. Depends on. We've just arrived. We're after news and information.
Half an hour.
Half an hour. Yeah, sure.
5, she says.
Okay.
The other one says 10. Then they have an argument in Thari. 7, she says.
Okay.
Then she tells her something else in Thari, and the other one hangs her head a bit because she doesn't speak as fluently as this one, but she's still pretty decent.
Would you like a drink? Would either of you like a drink?
They both nod happily. They tell stuff to the bartender who comes over with a couple of steaming mugs of something, sets them down, holds out his hand to you.
Sorry, how much is that?
She says 2.
Okay. I'll give him 2.
He goes away happy. You're wildly overpaying him, but that's okay. You're dressed very strangely, and they like that. You're making friends with him, but he doesn't understand you. Why don't you speak Thari? She says.
We have not had a chance to learn it properly yet.
What news do you need? They
What's
both
been-
sip on their drinks. Seems to be some sort of soup. Hot soup.
What's been happening in the last couple of weeks, months? Not been in Amber for a while.
Well, there was a rumor that the king disappeared, but it turned out to be false because he went through town just the other day with a bunch of guards and stuff. They had he was just walking around. Apparently, I don't know why. I thought he looked like he'd been sick or something. No, there are dark spots under his eyes and stuff.
Okay.
But it was nice to see the king out and about. So everybody really cheered up from that.
And what of the others of the family?
Oh, of the family. Everyone's like, I thought they wanted town news, and she begins roughly telling you about like shit that you don't care about, like grain prices and stuff like that. And everyone's like, they want to know about. Why do you want to know about the family? She says, suspicious.
Interested in, because what the family gets up to has a ripple effect on the rest.
We don't really move in those circles, she says.
But I'm assuming if certain events occur or different situations occur, word would tend to spread.
The family sometimes very, very secretive, and they're all crazy up there.
Mm-hmm.
But some of them in a good way, she says quickly. looking around.
Yes, fair enough. But sorry, go on.
Eh? No, go ahead.
No
After you,
apologies.
she says.
I was just going to say, so there's not been any news of any of the other family besides the king.
The king is the important one.
Hmm.
The other one goes, the king and the land are two. No, they're one. No, they're two. One king, one land. She stares at her friend for a while. I don't think it means what you think it means, she tells her.
Has there been any fighting?
Down here? No, not ever since Corwin came and Eric and was fighting the chaos things and died, and Oberon died, and everybody died, and then Random took the throne, and everything's better now.
The Black Road.
They both nod. The Black Road. They both spit on the ground. The bartender goes, "Hey!" Because he didn't hear what was going on. He just sees people spitting on the floor. He yells at them for a while. They say something in Thari to him, and he spits on the ground and goes, several other people spit on the ground, and when the bartender just throws up his hands like, God damn it. Goes and gets the mop. He yells something to everybody in the bar, and then he points at Holmes. He says,
What did he say?
He says, nobody talk about that thing you just talked about, or they're going to get a dirty mop upside the head, starting with you.
Okay.
He mops the floor, grumbling.
Okay. All right, so besides the king, there's been no news of the other members of the family.
Oh, by the way, the thing that we aren't supposed to talk about, it seems to have gone away from here, at least. Don't know how or why.
Okay. That was that a while ago it went away?
Yeah. She looks like she wants to spit again. Bartender glares at her. She lowers her head like, no. By the way, there's no social stigma attached to prostitution here, apparently.
Yep.
The reason that Christian moderates like to attach a stigma is it makes them feel dirty.
Just get an idea of just other news of what's going on here, just to get a feel of the place.
No problem. She tells you a bunch of random shit.
Yeah. Was there anything either of you two wanted to know? I'm not sure what else we can find out.
I ask about this place.
The bar?
Just Amber in general.
They stare at you. Well, it's the center. It's everything. We do trade with the what's it called? Those other bastards we don't care so much about. The Golden Circle. We do trade with the Golden Circle cities.
Oh, is that along the road that I described? The road that we came into town on.
That way. You came through the pass, mountain pass. No, that goes to the forest. And let's see. It's just a bunch of forest that way. No, most of the Golden Triangle is on the ocean. You have to go on ships, big ships.
Oh.
Yeah. There's a lot of places. Like Suko, Pati, Jade, Lyonesse, Isles of the Sun, Robin Triangle, or Rebman Triangle, Begma, Tanas, Kiza, those kind of places, the usual.
Do they guard the roads around here?
Of course they guard the roads around. Who has a city who does not guard the road? Whoever has a city does. Why do you ask me these questions? Of course they guard the road. Are you a spy?
I'm not from around here.
The other one says something in Thari to her, and then she answers in Thari. And then the other one looks alarmed, and then she says something else, and then they're talking in Thari. Anybody want to roll Thari to try to figure out what they're saying?
Yep.
Made it.
God damn, Glenn. Right. The first one said, "What's a spy?" And the other one says, "A spy is," and then she explained what the word spy meant. And she goes, "What did he just say? He's not from around here. He may be a spy." Oh, fuck. What should we do? We should go tell the guards. Well, we'll be leaving you now, she says in English.
Not a spy.
And the other one says in Thari, that's what a spy would say. Shut up, we gotta get out of here. And so they say, okay, bye-bye. And they get up and head toward the door. They seem a bit alarmed at Glenn's crazy talk of spies.
Could you help us organize some rooms here for the night?
They're heading out the door. They're leaving. They go bye-bye. They're waving as they go to the door quickly.
Okay.
Thank you for the drinks. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
They rush out the door. You stare at Glenn. You don't know what was said, but you're pretty sure this is all his fault.
Blah.
Okay.
Should we just go to the castle, or?
I think so.
We may get arrested there anyway, but let's go to the castle and see what happens.
If we get arrested at the castle, maybe it'll be less suspicious than if we're seen hiding in a hotel.
Yes.
Pull up to the castle door. Where do you keep your nuclear vessels?
Yes.
No problem. Right. Let's see. Since Glenn first said let's go to the castle, give me a luck roll to see if you're picked up en route or if you're picked up at the castle.
Luck is at half.
No problem. You make it all the way to the castle, and right, the guards are like, who are you? Actually, no, they say, Thari, 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 Thari.
Try it again.
Failed.
No.
Ah, we have heard that you are selling this woman. Good. We are glad you brought her here. Haha. The people at the bar told us you were selling her. We will make her into our cook.
I hate this language. This is a terrible culture.
Yes.
I look at Joshua.
The guards look at Joshua.
Sorry, I'm just trying to remember the name of.
Street look at Joshua.
I'm trying to find.
Wall looks at Joshua.
I'm trying to find the name of the guard that we want to speak to, because he speaks English fluently.
One of the guards begins tapping his fingers on his sword hilt,
I don't know
waiting.
if it's Elrod or something like that.
Holmes has pulled out a notebook and is going through it. The guards seem willing to wait. I mean, they're guards. You hire guards for their fucking patience and their ability to stand
We're not
around.
going anywhere.
Yeah. Other guards come rushing up and Thari, 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 Thari. Spy, Thari, Thari, spy, spy, Thari.
Is it Elric?
Elred.
Elrid.
Ah, you say Elred. Give me a luck roll, McKay. Make it low. Make it.
Sorry, I was just seeing if I can understand the language. I did not.
I can tell that because of what because you bothered to put your PC sheet in. It's all nice now.
I make a luck roll, but nothing special.
Nothing
By
special.
20
not
something.
Sexy. All right. Elred, Thari, Thari. Thari, Thari. Thari, Thari, Thari.
I'm sorry, I do not understand Fari.
He sucks his teeth and looks at you. He
English?
he points at his sword, points at you, pulls out a
Yeah.
bag, says, Thari, Thari, Thari. Tickles the bag at you, but there's nothing in it.
They want to check our weapons.
I think they're gonna cut our heads off and put them in a bag.
I remove my cookery from my bag. I'm not drawing it like, haha, I'm attacking you. I'm taking it out with,
All the
holding it
guards
like that.
are watching suspiciously. He
Is
pulls
he
open
like,
the
is he,
bag.
yeah, is he moving the bag towards? Yep, I put it in the bag.
Thari, 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 he says.
I detach my sword, keeping it in the scabbard, and
One of the guards comes up, he puts his hand on the guy's shoulder, and he goes, Thari, Thari, Thari. Thari, 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 Thari.
can I make a new roll?
Sure.
No.
He says. They jiggle the bag at Dana.
Tina is pretty light, and she probably thinks they're putting her head in there.
With another fumble? Sure. Why not?
Yes.
One of them said, she will cook for us. And they jiggle the bag at you like, produce food, woman.
I put in an apple.
They look at you as though you're on crack. Thari, 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 Thari. They say, does anybody have any obvious weapons hanging off of them still?
Nope.
Oh.
Thari, Thari, Thari.
Would they recognize a pistol?
Yeah. Thari, Thari, Thari. They point
I
at
am-
it and shout at you.
Detach it, keeping it in the holster, and put it in there.
Right. Now comes the pat downs. Anybody wishing to attempt to hide any weapons from them, let me know what you've got.
I'm not done yet.
Uh,
4 pistols, several pistols, and a knife.
How many pistols are you lugging around, dude? Those things are not light. Especially dog legs. Jesus Christ.
I've got the 1911 45 and the Genovia revolver and the Magitech pistol.
They watch him playing Mad Max and doing it. Thari, 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 says the guy with the bag. He backs away from Glenn after he's put all that stuff in. 2 guards come over to Glenn. They pick him up by the feet and they shake him upside down a bit. They watch carefully to see all the stuff that falls out. After doing this for a bit, then they set you back down, put all the shit that fell out into the bag.
Oh, yeah.
Thari, 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 says the guard. Right. They give you guys the other 2 a quick pat down because they figure he's the guy who carries all the guns. Does anybody have anything they wish to hide from these people?
No.
No.
They take anything suspicious, unusual, or whatever. They stick it in the bag. And then they bring out heavy chains. Manacles. Thari, Thari.
Wait a minute.
They want to put them on your wrist. Does anybody want to try a brave last stand or just okay with the wrists?
Eldred?
Thari, 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 Eldred, Thari, Thari. They're going to snap them on unless you'd like to resist, in which case they'll knock you out, then snap them on.
Yeah.
McKay mutters ominously at them. They put the manacles on. And then
I was trying to work out what they were saying.
Nobody resists manacles? Excellent. You guys get drug off. Who's met Random before?
Me.
Excellent. He looks rather surprised. Thari, Thari, Thari. Spies. Thari, Thari. Random face palms. Thari, Thari. He says, manacles are removed.
Thank you.
Thari, 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 says random to the guards. Oh, Thari, Thari, Thari. Thari, they tell you, and they leave.
Our stuff, our gear.
The random's like, Thari, Thari, Thari. Oh, says the guard with the bag. He just hands McKay the bag. They all leave.
Thank you.
Sorry about that, says random.
That's
Good to see you.
Okay. You?
Joshua, isn't it?
That's right. That's right. My
Gets off
My
the
lord.
throne. He comes down. He shakes your hand. He says, by the way, does he know that you're friends with Fulton?
I met him with Fulton. It
Yes.
was myself. It was
He
myself,
says-
Fulton, and Rock who were here the first time when we
He
met
says
him.
it's a pity that you know Fulton. We're going to have to kill you all. No, I'm kidding. He says,
What's he done this time?
he says, any friend of James Fulton is welcome in this castle, and these are your friends. They are also welcome. Please
Thank
be
you.
my guests. He says.
Thank you.
What's the first name?
What?
This is the king.
I'm random, he says. You can call me random unless we're in official court functions, then it's your majesty or whatever.
Yes.
I bow.
This is the king of Amber.
He's a really short dude. He's like 5 foot. He's Tom Cruise height. There you go, around Tom Cruise height. But he's very he has kind of a laid back feel to him and such. He is dressed in. Hold on a second. Pete, for a card, tell me what his colors are.
I'd have to look it up. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
Yeah, I'll find it real quick then.
A race.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I was saying I was surprised that Doc Fulton had a first name.
Wow. This is the first. It's the first time.
Orange,
you
red,
heard
and brown.
red. And what?
Orange, red, and brown.
Take card.
See?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And that's
There you
where Vindo's colors are listed as well.
go.
It's a,
Book is that?
it is that. It's like a fighting fantasy type thing, but for Amber. And Roger Zelazny did the intro to it, and yeah, so where he actually put together a couple of tables of information.
Random is a wily-looking little man with a sharp nose and a laughing mouth and a shock of straw-colored hair. Renaissance costume of red, orange, brown. He has long hose, tight-fitting embroidered doublet, and yeah, he looks like he definitely got a bit of the scoundrel to him, but apparently scoundrel made good. He's become the king after all. So yeah, but he says, "Come on, let's go talk.
Thank you.
Drinks? No drinks? Why were you guys wanting for espionage?" He says, leading you out of the room.
Unfortunately, we've not yet learnt Thari. We were we managed to find some people that spoke English, and
Some
we
of
were
the
trying to get
scholars of the realm, no doubt.
well, we weren't too sure what was going on, so we're asking a few questions, and they got the wrong impression, and because of what we were asking for, we were spies.
Sheila, are
partly-
you a full Roman recline on me here?
Yes. Slowly out just to be a shoulder, and then I'll completely disappear.
Because we weren't sure, because we witnessed some parties with Amber's badge on the road, looking like they were set up for an ambush, and we were a bit concerned as to what might have been going on.
Like the wardens, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. Their job is to ambush people, make sure who they are, question them. Yeah, they patrol the roads. They help keep the kingdom safe.
Yeah, well, the fact that they were set up in ambush as opposed to someone walking down the road approaching us made us a bit concerned.
Okay. Well, there has been since as I'm sure Doc Fulton has told you. Actually, he doesn't call him
Unfortunately,
Doc
I haven't.
Fulton, it's James Fulton.
I've actually, sorry, I've not actually caught up with James recently. It's been about a month since I've seen him.
So weird hearing his first name used. You're used to either Doc Fulton or Destroyer of Worlds. Either one of those two fits. He says, well, yeah, he really saved my bacon, him and his people, whoever they were. Yeah, they busted me out. I was being held captive somewhere, and he came through, and he had some sort of glowing sword, cut the chains right in half, took me out of there. I was pretty impressed with that. I mean, I have no idea how he's able to contact me or anything, because I thought I was being jammed or something. I couldn't reach anybody in the family, and they couldn't apparently reach me either. So, or if they tried, he looks pensive.
Speaking of which, is Fiona around? Is everything okay with Fiona?
Why do you ask?
That is why we came here.
How so?
When we were last here, Fiona taught us assisted Glenn and Dana, and Fiona has attempted. Glenn's received a couple of attempted communications from Fiona.
I see.
So
well,
we to come here to see what
can I do to help?
Well, all it said. Unfortunately, she said nothing besides James's name, Glenn's name. Sorry, and Glenn described to Random how it was.
The king looks at you. He's got that kind of charisma thing going, you know. Have you been in a room with a truly charismatic person before? Yeah, you know what I'm talking. He's got that going. You're like, oh.
Okay. Yeah, it was just like she was whispering in my ear, kind of scared, desperate.
Damn it. Well, we've been trying to contact her on Trump. Nothing. We don't know where to look. We've got a couple of people are out looking for her, but I don't know if they'll find anything. Yeah. Hey, if she's been in contact with you, you just let me know what I can do to help.
We don't know if there's any way that would assist Glenn in opening himself up to make it easier for her to get in touch with him or to establish a stronger contact. I mean, we are novices when it comes to the Trumps and
Trumps. You have a Trump?
No, we don't have any Trumps.
Really?
Really?
Let's see. B. Luck roll lower is better. You would like to make this super low.
Mm-hmm.
Super low.
I bet. Hang on a minute. I've got a few cards. Let me just.
He turns to one of the guards and says, "Thari, Thari, 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 Thari." The guard goes, "Thari, Thari, Thari," and hurries off. Something about I'm needing food made. I know who's going to make it. Get the kitchen to come to the woman, or the woman to come to the kitchen. Something you don't know.
Let's get rid of that one.
At least you're not dressed like a 1950s housewife. That'd just be taking it too far.
Luck.
Luck be a lady tonight.
Quarter or minus 60. Is
right.
that low enough?
Yes.
I mean, it's not a crit, but
that's goddamn close. Right. Each of you guys gets a pack of trumps.
Ooh, a deck of cards. Nice.
I hope this helps, he says.
Thank you.
Like I said, anything we can do here, keep good track of these. They are precious and special.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully someday you'll learn to make trumps and you can replace them.
We are practicing.
Good. Then we're all agreed.
Yes. So
I will figure out which cards are in your packs later, by the way.
Yep.
It's not a big, thick pack or whatever. It's just a few of the key players.
How long has Fiona been missing?
Well, I just got back, but I've been told a couple weeks now. Or actually, no, by this time it's been about 3-4 months. So give me an evidence analysis roll, everybody who wants to make one. If you feel like making one, make it by at least half.
At half.
Fine.
Nope.
Yeah, just make it nothing special, unfortunately.
I think that I think it was the last time that Doc Fulton was at the castle and then left or something like that. So you're pretty sure you can pin this on him if you really had to.
Okay, yeah, because Doc brought Mildred and
That's right. That was the last
Freddie,
big visit to the castle, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
was
the time.
after I'd brought Glenn and Dana to the castle.
Yeah. So that
And I'm not sure if he'd actually... I don't know if he actually met Fiona then. I thought they just met Mel.
Mm-hmm. Dun, dun, dun. The intrigue, it's already starting. No. Yep.
And what about Mel? Is she still around or is she missing as well?
I wouldn't say missing as much as apparently fled, because when Fiona went missing, because Fiona and Mel had been thick as thieves for a while, but then suddenly Fiona goes missing, and then people wanted to ask Mel some questions, and she fled. So we're not sure if she had something to do with it or what.
Who is Mel daughter of?
Don't know. Wouldn't say.
Hmm.
A lot of that going around, he says, looking at you guys.
I would like to know who I am the son of.
Me too, he says. Gotta say, I'm a little curious.
I am extremely curious.
He looks carefully at you guys and goes, so
Yeah.
are all of your colors red, bright yellow, and white? He looks at your, please find me in the avalanche suits.
No, these are just modern. These are just the snow gear from because we had to travel through some snow conditions.
Ah. Are you saying you changed into your 1920s getup?
Yeah, back at the plane.
He raps a bit in 1920s old lingo and stuff with you because apparently he knows the old words and stuff. Because of course he fucking does.
Well, that's the bee's knees.
Exactly, that kind of shit, yeah. But yeah, give me a evidence analysis, Glenn, because you were around in the 1920s a bit too much.
Fumble.
Yeah. This guy was probably a king there too. Yeah, king of Chicago. Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? So there you go. He says, well, I've got some other stuff going on, and it doesn't seem like you guys know what's going on either. So
unfortunately not.
But if you find her, that would be good.
For the future,
yes.
Is there an easier way for us to come up to the castle and get in with our unfortunate lack of Thari at this moment?
Yeah. All right. I know what to do. He goes and writes a document for you. I put some stamps on it and stuff, and he goes, here you go. Just show this to the guards.
Okay.
give me a Thari roll to see what the gist of the document is. Anybody who'd like to look at it?
Do you make just
Yep,
one?
made it.
Of course you did. Basically, it's along the lines of, if found, please bring the bearer and his friends to the castle. Nicely. If found, please return to type thing.
Nice. It's like a
I mean,
dog collar for us.
Pretty much, yeah. So if you show up any guards, then you'll probably get an escort, whether it's like a couple guys or a platoon or whatever. Somebody's going to drop your ass at the castle.
Nice.
Yeah.
You just made one of those?
He gives you a look. Yeah.
I'm just on the off chance. Is it possible for us to look at Fiona's room on the off chance that we might spot something that somebody else missed? Or
I've already taken the I've already done a personal search of it.
okay.
Who had captured you, Your Highness? Could they be behind this as well?
It's hard to say. I'm not sure if they would have any interest in that or not.
Okay.
Empathy rolls.
Made it.
Yep.
He looks really cagey, like he's not wanting to give you any real information. But he has. It looks. You think he has been thinking if there could be a connection or what?
We're trying to help here.
He says, and I appreciate it. Well, I'll let you get back to the helping. If you'd like to stick around for a couple days here, you can go ahead and relax and stuff. Or if you'd like to get back to looking for her, if you've got something, hey, I'll tell you what, I do have something that may help you. I don't know how, but I just recently got them in, and maybe you guys will enjoy them. And they're man portable. It gives you each a heavy backpack. It's got instructions on the inside.
Okay.
Huh. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yes. Okay. I'm not sure. I don't. Yeah.
Okay. Good luck.
Thank you.
We're counting on you. Now, should I have servants arrange quarters for you, or you want to head back and start looking right away?
Well, we don't know where to look yet, so perhaps if we set up base here initially, so we can then look at our options, and maybe being in this location, Glenn may get a better connection as such.
He says, Thari, 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 Thari. Guard heads off. There's a lot of guards around. No problem. Eventually, actually right away, he has one of the guards. He's like, Thari, Thari. The guard goes, Thari, makes the come with me motion.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Highness.
You betcha. He says, do me a favor, don't assemble those inside, okay?
No.
Great.
If they're what I think they are?
Yeah. He says, you guys head off.
I think you might enjoy it, Glenn.
I'm going to give a fucking 2 cards to Pete if he can tell me in one word what's in the backpacks. It's all the same thing.
They're basically like a glider.
Yep, take 2 cards.
Ooh.
So,
something that Random really enjoys flying on. He shadow walks with him.
Nice.
For the PCs, it's a new way of committing suicide.
Yep.
You get 3 people on one of them?
Nope, they're all 1-person gliders.
Random spent time in a land where there were lots of city and lots of updrafts and lots of gambling, and where one of the main sports was basically, they're not quite hang gliders, but they're equivalent, I think, from memory.
Close enough, yeah. Because, that's what you need for a lot of fun there. Give me a hang gliding roll. Oh, I'm in so much pain. Are you falling asleep, Sheila?
Oh, I'm here.
Uh-huh.
Just a carefully crafted illusion
Your eyes
of
are looking
falling asleep.
super heavy. Are you sure you're continue?
Oh, I'm as good as I ever am.
I'm trying to get you guys to a nice stopping place, but didn't want to hurry you too much. I'm pretty much. I don't suggest stopping in Amber for reasons, but
Huh.
Scott.
so you guys are escorted to a nice. It's a 3-room suite. It's got a nice common room. It's got 3 rooms off of it.
Mm-hmm. All right. So
We try to make a Trump of this place.
well, we may not need to, depending on what's in the decks we've been given.
There's none of this place. They didn't think of that, but you can definitely, if you want to spend 2 days here and have everybody do a paint roll, everybody, if they made their paint roll, try a Trump roll, that's a good time to do it because in your bones, Glenn, you feel that you are fucking wasting time and you need to hurry.
One
I'll let
thing
you
I
go
do
today.
want to see is whether or not there are trumps of Fiona in our decks, because good,
Definitely
I
that.
assume there would be. Because I want to try, let us see if with the 3 of us each concentrating on a trump of Fiona combined at the same
Yeah.
time, especially
Nothing.
because she was able to contact you, Glenn, if we could contact her. But it appears that it doesn't work.
No, you guys give it the old college try. Many rolls are made and failed, but nothing.
All right. Now, I would then suggest we then try this back in at the fact that she reached you back there and you're not getting any connections here. I'm wondering if she's trapped back in, she's been taken into our shadow realm or something. And if we then retry the Trump thing back there, we may actually establish a connection.
Yeah, we lost contact quite some time ago.
Yeah, but it was pretty much after we shadow walked. After we left, went through the wall of fire. Because that was she contacted you when you sleep.
It was in the library, and then Gothic, and then we slept in Gothic. And she tried, but you woke me up, and that was the last time.
Yes, and then we didn't sleep until we'd shadow walked outside past the firewall. So that's what I'm thinking. Potentially, it may not be, but we don't have any other leads.
Who had kidnapped Random?
I don't know. The information that we got using one of the Trumps, it was actually Mildred that got the information, was that he was held in a dungeon in the Courts of Chaos.
What's that?
So you've got Amber at one end, which is order. At the other end, you've got the Courts of Chaos, which is chaos. And all these shadow worlds, all the multiverse lies in between. So they're the 2 extremes.
Huh.
There's a lot more complexity to it than that, due to interrelations and stuff like that. But in a very basic.
And that's Joshua McKay, your guide to the multiverse.
So everybody that's blood of Amber is also blood of chaos, because Amber was created by one of the, I don't know if he was a duke or what Dworkin was, but
roll a hot one luck roll or critical luck roll there, McKay.
Sure.
Just curious on something. Thank God. Okay. Go.
Anybody got that card that turns a fard luck roll?
Who's blood of Amber?
We'll
Huh.
That's why you were able to walk the pattern.
You had no idea you were
can
related to either of these 2.
Yeah, so basically we are related in some way. We are related to the king. Now, we could be half brothers, and there are multiple possibilities. One is that we are children of Oberon, who was the previous king and who is Random's father and Fiona's father. because he sired a lot of kids, and there's apparently a lot of kids out there that are unknown. So that is one possibility. The other possibility is we are children of one of Random's brothers or sisters, or even Random himself. The other possibility is that we have been genetically made into blood of amber, as in we weren't that, but somebody's messed with our, using the DNA of amberites has messed with our DNA and to make us this way.
Wow.
So I've been wanting to get some DNA testing and genetic testing done on us, but we haven't had access to the right equipment to do so.
Who was the Dworkin guy you mentioned?
Dworkin was the court wizard as such. He was, chances are these cards are actually done by him. He did the original trumps. These might be done by Fiona or somebody else, but the original trumps were done by him. Something most of the kids didn't know for quite a while was Dworkin was their grandfather. He was Oberon's father. He basically created Amber. He created the pattern, the primary pattern. He fled the court. He left the courts of chaos, taking the eye of the serpent. That's the Logris, or was it the unicorn that took it? I can't remember. Anyway, but basically he was the one that created the pattern and set up this dynasty in a balance to the courts of chaos. And he may or may not be still alive.
Wow.
So
there's so much going on.
And if we are actual proper blood of amber as opposed to genetically modified to be blood of amber, it means that we are descended from a unicorn as well. Because Dworkin mated with a unicorn, and Oberon, the unicorn that is the symbol of amber, but which I think is actually a representation, is the manifestation of the pattern, I think, from memory, just to make it all metaphysical weird.
Definitely weird.
Oh yeah. So yeah.
Do you have a blood sample from Random?
No, I'm wanting to do DNA comparisons between us, as in whoever, like, most likely it'd be Doc Thornton, because he's the one with this, probably with the most likely skills to do it. But with a couple of us, and that once we get an idea of how we're related to each other, then we take it to the next level and try and check how we're related to, if we can convince them to give us a blood sample, how we're related to them. You know, whether or not we appear to be half brothers and sisters, as I said, or whether or not our DNA has been mutated, messed with, mashed together with other DNA. So, yes, fun and games.
We would need the equipment for that, but what would the skills be needed?
I don't know. I think part of it will depend on what time period we can get access to equipment. I was hoping for some futuristic time period, because the more advanced the equipment is, the deeper the analysis will be, and the more likely we will be to find out things like the genetic data, as opposed to just the basic DNA side of things. But I'm not sure. But I don't know if medicine would cover it, or if it'd be something a bit more sophisticated.
Forensics.
But need the equipment to do the testing first, which don't have, especially with Night City being nuked and Gotham, Red City reverting to Gotham, and the only other place I know of currently, which is there's Bug City, but Doc hasn't seen any medical in the bases they've gotten access to. Doc hasn't seen any medical equipment because that we could have gone and made use of for this.
Seems like they had some labs or something in Dino Land if they didn't get blown up.
Yeah. So, yes, that's the other side. That's the other possibility. With what they were doing there. So yes.
Would you guys like to try your painting roll to try to paint this room into a Trump?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Everybody, give me a painting roll. Anybody who succeeds may do a victory lap around their house if they wish. And then, I know it's snowing where you're at. That's what makes it funny. God damn it.
No.
I'm going to spend a skill plus 5.
Mm-hmm.
And
Scott, it's all up to you, it looks like. Well, we're not trying Pete's roll yet. Hold on
a minute. I'm going to try to sketch now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I make it as well.
God damn. Okay, so both Pete and Scott, you're going now for the big money and prizes. Roll the Trump roll. Dun, 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 dun.
Made it.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Way to go.
You feel really left out, probably because you're going to be the new cook of the castle, and that's distracting you a lot. God, you hate this language and everything to do with these people.
They won't keep me on once they figure out the recipes I use.
All vegan all the time. Yes, that's true. That is one way to get out of cooking duty, I think. No problem. So, yeah, you got easy Trump here. Now, if you had a Trump for home, you'd be good to go. You could just walk away. Just walk away.
Should I call this Trump?
I'm thinking of it as PC Guest Room Amber Castle. If you tell me that, then I will know exactly where it is because they keep putting you in the same room. They're like, oh, give them the 3-in-1 room. Yeah, that's great. They seem to like it. Yeah, they always sit in the common room and talk to each other.
Got it. Okay. Now, do we have to shadow walk back to?
Actually, you could dress up in your Arctic stuff and get on your gliders and hope for the best. Shows them jumping off the top of Mount Colvert. Just big splat. Keep in mind, if you die outside of the wall of fire, there's no coming back.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, you could get your glider skill up.
Now, last time we came here, as we were sail skiing through the wall of fire, it was noted that you could go sideways into the fire.
Yeah, so you guys may not have. I don't think it was post. Oh, it might have been. But yeah, in the wall of fire was where the last general was with Zog.
Ooh.
So yeah, I worked it out. And Doc, myself, and Freddie scoped it out, and then told Alex so he could go and deal with it. So Alex, Mildred, and Freddie then went and dealt with it. I've yet to catch up with them to find out how, besides the fact that all the grenades are now gone.
They were good grenades.
Fuck this sword. I'm using that fucking special grenade.
A flying car. You might be interested in this, Glenn, since you want to learn flying cars. Flying car from the world where Night City is, because we weren't actually in Night City. We were in Nebraska or somewhere, or Delaware or somewhere. I can't remember where we were. But a flying car from that world works in Land of the Lost.
Oh, nice.
Because we stole a car from Gotham, drove to the world of Night City, stole a flying car, and then flew to Land of the Lost, and then proceeded to drop those hand grenades out the window, and
yes.
basically ran over the general. After we actually took the phone from Burlington to there with Mibs chasing it. So yes, it does work outside. So that thought of could we use it outside of Burlington? It does, but it's got a tracker on it, and they home in on you pretty quick. So we were pretty much having to keep traveling. We couldn't stop. So we did a high-speed maneuver down onto their base. I basically used the phone to say there's dinosaurs with lasers, and left the phone sitting on the roof of one of the base things and hightailed it out. And then we hid in the forest and waited in the jungle and waited, and then watched the men in black just get the forces get bigger and bigger and bigger until there was 512 of them. They exponentially went up to that high, and then the general and a couple of the forces decided to flee towards the gates, which we were waiting near, expecting him to do so, in which case, yeah, we destroyed the gate and destroyed him.
Nicely done.
So yeah. So yes, some of our discussions as to how to take him out, we twisted a little bit. We took and we twisted to get it to work.
Good job.
So you've got nice trumps that you eventually get to dry, and they're ready to go. Yeah, like all trumps, they kind of feel cold to the touch. So if a normal person was to ever feel up your card deck, they would know there was something up with them, something special about them, but they might not know how to use them or anything. You're not sure. But so if somebody you couldn't say, well, they wouldn't take them because they look like normal cards. No, they feel like cold, like you've been storing them in the fucking refrigerator and stuff. That's right, kids. You can try this at home. Put a pack of playing cards in a refrigerator. Confuse your parents.